So we have 6 affordable foundations from the drugstore here, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, is it a cover-up? We've got 6 foundations. They are all either high coverage or matte finish, and we're going to compare them and see how they do. Let's compare 6 affordable foundations from the drugstore. They're all going to be matte, high coverage foundations, so we're going to compare them and see which one is best. I have 6 to compare. We're going to go through these. These are the 6. We have the SHEGLAM stick in the shade Nude. This is about £9.50. Next we have the KIKO Milano. This is in the shade N10. This is the full coverage 2-in-1. This is about £21. Next we have the NYX. This is in the 9 Light Nude. This comes in around £14. We have also the Maybelline Lumi-Matte. This is in the shade 118. This comes in around about £13. We also have the MUA Makeup Academy Pro Base. This is in the shade number 142, and this comes in a real bargain at £6. And then we also have the Catrice. This is in the 030 Sand Beige. Also a bargain, comes in around about £7. So we have got 6 different matte high coverage foundations. Let's see how they look. I'm going to start with the SHEGLAM stick. This one, when I swatched them, seemed to be the kind of driest of the formulas. It was the one that dried down in the swatches quickest. So let's just apply this to a portion of my cheek here. So this is actually called the Skin Magnet High Coverage Foundation Stick. The next of the sort of driest formulas, in my opinion, was this KIKO Milano. This is in the shade N10, and let's blend this one out on the face. It's looking more opaque, isn't it, than the SHEGLAM at the moment, but I think that could be sheared out if we were spreading it across the face a little more. Next we have the popular NYX Make and Wonder. This is in the shade 09 Light Nude. I have gone for this colour. I have tried also the natural, but the natural has a slight pinkish tinge, which didn't work for my particular skin tone. So this is the light neutral. Again, this one's looking really opaque. I think we'll get a better idea later when we try each of these on a whole face on their own. But first of all, I want to compare them kind of together so that we can see one against the other. Okay, so next is the Maybelline Lumi-Matte. This is in the shade 118. And each of these, as we go along, they're getting slightly more liquidy and take slightly longer to dry down. I've tried to do them in the order that I found them to dry down in my swatches. Again, very opaque. This one is where it starts to get quite wet, quite runny. And clearly that needs spreading and shearing out for the right sort of finish. This obviously looks too much at the moment, but this will be fine just for our kind of initial swatch evaluation. Okay, next we have the MUA Pro Base Longwear Soft Matte Foundation. This is in the shade number 142, and this is honestly such a bargain. £6. I mean, it's unbelievable really, and I really liked this foundation when I tried it on my face before. So that is the MUA, and we have just one left to swatch, and this is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in Sand Beige, and this one was the most liquidy of them all, and I think the one that will take the longest to dry down on the skin. But hopefully we can take a look at these side by side and see what the similarities and differences are between them. Right, because I've clearly applied too much for us to really be able to compare, I'm going to blot and then we'll take a little look. So that is how we did with the Blot. Clearly these ones over here that went on last, like I said, they're more liquidy, so more foundation has come off the face. You can see with the SHEGLAM, because the stick was so dry in the first place, we haven't hardly lost anything. But yeah, this is an interesting test. Let's blend these in a little more. Let me pick up a sponge to blend these in a little. Quite an interesting test. The SHEGLAM, which was the driest of all that went on here, there's a little bit of patchiness, but that might be because we need more product, and obviously that one was like the driest one on, so compared to the others, I haven't got quite that kind of level of moist coverage that we've got on some of the others. This one here is the KIKO Milano 2-in-1. I think it does give good coverage, and actually it doesn't explicitly say matte on here, it does just say full coverage, and I think I can see that we're getting a little bit more reflect off of this foundation. I've got a little bit more shine coming from the face, so if you're looking for a high coverage foundation that doesn't go down matte, then this might be worth a look. On the chin we have the NYX Make and Wonder. That is looking a little bit cakey actually around the chin area. I don't know if that's unfair because it's been put on the chin, but it is looking slightest bit cakey around here, which I think is interesting. So the next one up is the Maybelline, and that is the one we have here, and that is looking I think quite a nice matte tone actually, the Maybelline. Good coverage, good finish. I think that looks really nice actually. Right, so moving on up to this next one, the MUA Pro Base. Again, there's a little bit more sheen coming from that one. It says soft matte, so I guess it's not a dry down hard matte. There is some nice sheen on the skin. I don't see any cakiness. It's not settling into the pores. I think that is actually looking really good. And then we have the Catrice on the forehead, and it says here, yeah, mattifying, water and sweat proof, lasts up to 24 hours. That has given, I think, really good coverage. It does look matte. There is still a sheen to it. Interesting, most of these have something of a sheen to them still actually. They aren't drying down full matte, they are definitely kind of soft natural mattes, and I think that's actually looking pretty nice on the forehead area. The only issue I have really is with the SHEGLAM is kind of settling in the pores and sticking to the hairs a little. On first kind of impressions, that one's not looking so good. And the NYX one again it sort of seems to be caking around the oily part of the chin here. I think all of the rest are looking pretty good. I'm wondering if this one down here is going a little bit patchy as well. That's the KIKO 2-in-1. I'm seeing a little bit of patchiness down here. Maybe it's clinging to the pores and to the hairs a touch. But I think these ones over on this side, so that is the Maybelline, the MUA and the Catrice, I think they are looking fantastic. And remember, so these were they started driest and then got to the most liquidy formulas, and actually these three that were the most liquidy, I think they are the ones that are looking the best. Right then, I've removed all of the swatches and I've redone the last few steps of my skincare with the Milky Toner, the soya bean serum and the black rice moisturiser from my recent K-Beauty gifted haul. And I've got a bit of a test for you. I've picked one of the foundations and I'm applying it in order to do my makeup today. So I invite you to guess which of the foundations I am applying right now. Okay, there is our foundation. Gonna go in with this blush from Sculpted by Amy. On my lips, I've just applied the Catrice Wild Hibiscus Glow Lip Balm. And I'm doing my eyes with a couple of these pale pink shades from the Catrice Blooming Bliss eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use a little bit of this Catrice highlighter on the eyes and also on the cheekbones. And I'm grabbing a mascara from KIKO Milano. And I think there we actually have our ingenue essence. I think I will just touch up the lip line with this lip pencil from MAC in Boldly Bare. So we have our ingenue essence makeup and we also have our mystery foundation. Did you guess which one I actually am wearing? I went with the one that I thought looked really nice. I thought the colour was good and I thought the finish was excellent, and this is the one that I'm wearing. It's the Maybelline Lumi-Matte in 118. I hope you enjoyed this comparison of 6 high coverage matte foundations. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and you might like to watch another video up here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.